Today's rant or today's thoughts are about Lola Brooke and Ice Spice and the comparison that I've drawn between those two individuals. I think Ice Spice, for one, she had a successful 2 years or maybe 1.5 years, I don't know. And she went viral for, shaking ass, booty, her looks. I don't think it was her songs really. I mean, she did have certain songs like Munch, like that song that blew her up, but it didn't really blew. I think what blew her up was her grabbing her ass from the back. I think she's the perfect example for an industry plant. She is the perfect example. I don't care what the people are saying, like, oh, Kendrick Lamar is an industry plant. All these niggas are stupid, bro. I'm so sorry. Let me calm down. But like the industry plant agenda that is revolving around like Doechii and Kendrick Lamar and like these people, where it's like these people have worked hard. They've been working all these years to get where they are, especially Kendrick Lamar. Don't ever call Kendrick Lamar a fucking industry plant, bro. Don't do it, bro. That's the GOAT. But like we're looking at Ice Spice, right? She had she went on a feature run with Nicki Minaj to Taylor Swift, like all types of people. And then she fell off because she talked about poop too much. During the same time where she first blew up with Munch, we had a female rapper called Lola Brooks. Lola Brooke? Lola Brooks. Lola Brooke? I don't know. But she went viral for that.
I don't want to rough that nigga on the tongue. Carry bitches like I'm prego.
Like, she had that fire, aggressive, very much like straightforward, direct, like talking your shit, And that's what people at the time weren't listening to. Now, hear me out on this one. I think Lola Brooke is she's the right person. No, she was right. Hold on. She was the right person at the wrong time, or she came in at the wrong time. Was that even English? I don't know. But yeah, basically that's what I wanted to say. Like, I feel like she now would make so much buzz because you have people like Lorilla, like the like I feel like especially in this time that we're in, like the time period of like, rap, and especially after the beef versus, Kendrick versus Drake thing, and, Clips going crazy, you have Jid, you have Joey Badass, just all these rappers, people want to hear, and Doechii, of course, too, but I feel like Lola Brooks would, and that's my thing with Lola Brooks, because I fuck with her when she debuted that song with like, I don't want a roughneck nigga on, like, she came with so much energy, and I'm just mad, and it's unfortunate that she didn't get any more buzz after that. It was like Ice Spice took her spot, basically, or not that she took her spot, but it's like she was the one who got more attention at the end of the day, and she was kind of swallowed into the ground. It's like, I mean, that's how society is. I feel like, like there are certain times in human history, I guess, where people would listen to something and it was cool. And then, things that were out at the time were trending later on, maybe like 2-3 years later. That's what we're in right now. I feel like in 2023, that was when things changed a little bit in hip hop rap. Also for female rap. And I'm talking specifically about Doja Cat here. I feel like she was the one who kind of changed the narrative a little bit, who kind of like pushed a certain agenda during Scarlet era, when she was like, fuck all of y'all, and she had these things, the controversies coming up, like with the fans hating her fans, and there was a few other things that definitely contributed to her the controversies and stuff, which weren't all that good, which she also never cleared up, and it's definitely problematic. Disregarding that, I think like the album and just the agenda that she was pushing, and like the whole aggressiveness and the anger and the the emotion that she was like bringing out on this album, I feel like that was where the shift happened. And not just with that, I feel like her whole attitude that year, 2023, was crazy. It was awful for a lot of us because there were headlines about Doja Cat everywhere. There was like, Doja is going crazy, she's spiraling, like she's doing this, she's doing that, she's demonic. But like, it was a lot of negativity. And since then, even with Kendrick and Drake, like there has been a lot of negative energy being pushed out. But on the other hand, there's also been a lot more like straightforward, direct raps, like a lot of like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck all y'all, like I'm the greatest, like the GOAT talk is coming back, like because like I said, like 2022, 2021, when Ice Spice was going crazy, and even with Drake's CLB and like other rap albums, it felt like a lot of shit was unserious. Like that unserious era in 2021, 2022 was. And also, Doja Cat also contributed to that a lot because she was like a huge star at the time. She's still a huge star, but Planet Her era, when she dropped that album, she was like always constantly on IG Live, always being unserious and funny and just, it was like a meme era, it was almost like 2019, 2018, because that was another era where a lot of rap was unserious in a way. I think 2016, 2017 was peak hip hop. And then like 2 years later, again, things got more unserious. Like there's always like an up and down in hip hop. I feel like there are years where everything is serious, and then there are years when everything's unserious, and people want to listen to like unserious music, and they don't really want to think. And I feel like that's what's gonna happen after this year. With Kendrick and Clips and a lot of other rappers dropping, their stuff is very serious. Like right now, people want to hear that serious rap, that serious, that serious rap. And so I get that. So yeah, I feel like Lola Brooks would perfectly fit into this era. She would perfectly fit into this era of rappers and spitters and talking her shit. Like she would have, I kind of wished that she would have had a bigger career after that one song. Cause I was playing it the fuck down, up and down every time, every day. Ice Spice, I don't know. She was definitely industry plan. I don't think she's gonna get her way. I don't think she's gonna come back. I feel like she's good off of modeling or doing anything. I don't know, whatever she's gonna do. I wish her all the best, but like I don't need her in hip hop again. But yeah, now people are taking shit seriously, and people understand like, okay, like what is hip hop even about? What is hip hop even, on a cultural perspective? Like how impactful is it? And honestly, hip hop is such a very important genre, and it's, well, if you look at the timeline that we're in, society and politics and economics and everywhere around the world, knowing how dark these times are right now, it is just perfect how Kendrick came back to the scene and like pushed hip hop to the forefront again and made people remind us like, yo, hip hop is important, and hip hop is also serious. Like we talk about real shit, we talk about how we the best and we spitting and we battling, but also, rap that's how we express ourselves. That's basically how, people who grew up in these environments, who lived off food stamps, these people that came up in those environments, in those neighborhoods, they are rapping about real shit, and so to disrespect the culture, and to have somebody like Ice Spice right now would not make any sense, right? It wouldn't make sense. Having somebody like fucking Lil Pump right now, no, it wouldn't make sense, right? So the era that we're in it right now is serious. Like what we need right now is real raps, and like right now, I don't need rappers to get political or nothing like that because of the way things are right now. But I do, hope that this continues, this rap shit that we're in right now, like the energy that the rappers are carrying right now, I'm all here for it. But again, to Lola Brooks, I mean, yeah, I would love for her to succeed. I kind of like these aggressive, like real spitters. There's another one. There's another girl. What's her name again? She has this like Scarface, or whatever her name is, something like that. There are certain things. There's certain artists or rappers who almost made it and then it didn't, and those are the type of people I would have wanted or I would have liked to see at the top of the game right now. The same way we saw Ice Spice the past few years, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm kind of sad about that, but I am grateful to have, to know that Doechii is one of these rappers who is gaining a lot of, obviously right now, the internet and also people sometimes they be hating on her because of, again, the industry plant allegations, and it's just like people are hating to just hate, and the internet especially. I feel like internet culture in general, bro, over the past year, and I also feel like that came with like the Drake and Kendrick beef, people are chronically online hating. Like, they gotta pick sides now. Like, if you a Doechii stan, automatically you're anti, like, you shouldn't stand Drake, you shouldn't be pro Young Money, like you should, like, there's certain sides because if you like Doechii, you love TDE, and TDE is where Kendrick, and all these things. So stan culture really ruined a lot, like, and again, the internet, it's just like stan culture has really ruined it, and they definitely ruined the listening experience for a lot of us, because now we come up with these expectations, or we gotta side with somebody, or gotta be biased and can't even enjoy something. Like, bro, what if you're op or somebody you don't fuck with because you gotta stay loyal to your father or your mother who doesn't even know you? You can't even enjoy anything else. Like, you gotta stay loyal to that. You gotta keep dick sucking. It's crazy. And then it's people will be mad at you for liking both people that who battle each other, which are obviously Kendrick and Drake. Like, for example, me personally, yeah, I was hating on Drake for sure. I'm not even gonna lie. I was hating on Drake last year and this year for sure. And of course, like, the lawsuit shit is, you can't justify that. Like, there's nothing, like, it doesn't matter how he felt emotionally, if it fucking hurt him. No, nigga, that's anti-hip-hop. That's fucking dumb. It's, yeah, he took the biggest L for that. But in the long run, is it gonna hurt hip-hop? And that's another thing that I want to talk about, because a lot of people on Twitter say Drake is hurting hip-hop. To keep it short and sweet right now, I don't think he's hurting anything with this. Hip-hop will always be bigger than Drake. Drake is not going to ruin hip-hop for us just because he's filing a motherfucking lawsuit. He's not going to do it. He's not going to. I don't see why people would think that he's going to ruin anything, because again, he might get his fair share of money. He's probably going to, he wants to get his master's, whatever the fuck. I don't know. He got some business shit that he needs to fix. I don't know. But in the long run, it's not going to hurt hip-hop, because hip-hop will always be a dominant genre that you can't just destroy it like that. To close this video out, I think Lola Brooks should have the same amount of fame that Ice Spice got now in 2024. I feel like she deserves that. Number two, I think the climate that we're in hip-hop right now is great, and we need that. We need that fucking real hip-hop shit. Like, I'm telling you, bro, clips. And I also love that these niggas is 40. They're 52. Malice is 52. Pusha is 48. So, like, come on, man. That's fire. So yeah, I fuck with that. And then obviously, picking sides, stand Twitter and shit, like, I think we can all agree that that's stupid, and we can definitely like both artists. And no, Drake is not hurting hip-hop, in my opinion. I think it's just like right now we're all so indulged in this whole conversation. Like, we're all so into it, especially on like hip-hop Twitter. Everybody's like so in that bubble. But if you're looking outside of that, I don't think that Drake is really going to hurt hip hop. Like, I don't think he is going to do anything dramatic, or anything dramatic is going to happen, you know? And also, we don't know if we're ever going to get a battle like this anymore. You know, the Kendrick and Drake battle happened. It happened. I mean, Drake definitely set an example by, you know, going and suing. So people probably think, oh, now we can sue and shit. Like, yeah, why not? And that's a bitch ass move. That's definitely a bitch ass move. I don't hope that it's not gonna get replicated. I hope that, you know, hip hop stays in its own lane and it's not gonna get drawn into fucking court. Like, who cares? Like, this is hip hop. This is rap. This is battle rap. And maybe we'll learn from this and know that, okay, yeah, Drake did a dumb thing, the general public will look at this and be like, damn, this is a dumbass thing, you know? Why would he do that? We're not gonna do this again, you know? I'm so excited for the next few years in hip hop. I know that, you know, one of Kendrick Lamar's affiliates was like, get ready for the next 4 years because it's gonna be very West Coast coded. I mean, my personal take on this is, I fuck with GNX a lot, and that's like literally a classic album, but I don't think I need to hear Kendrick do the West Coast sound again, you know? Kendrick is somebody who reinvents himself every time. Like, he'll do an album and it'll change the whole thing. Like, he's a very creative guy. Like, he'll never do the same thing twice, you know? So I'm looking forward to it, but at the same time, I'm also looking forward for Iceman. I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking forward for Iceman. I want to know what he feels and how he felt over the past year. I mean, I think he got a lot to say. So go on then, Drake. I'm not gonna lie, I can't wait. And I'm not even gonna lie, I would rather hear a Drake album right now than a Kendrick album. I don't know, because people have been saying that Kendrick is gonna drop an album. But I'm not gonna lie, I think for now I would like to hear Drake's side first before I hear anything new about Kendrick, you know? Like, I feel like this year's supposed to be like Drake's comeback year and like let us know how everything was and how he's been doing. But yeah, I'm also hyped for a Kendrick album for sure, but just not this year. I feel like a Kendrick album would be perfect next year, you know? Maybe in like the earlier quarter of the year. But yeah, that was it.